morning, everyone. Boker Tov, Shavua Tov. Chazak Baruch for making the minyan. So we are in Siman Taf Ayin Gimel in the laws of the Seder, and Seif Zayin. Shulchan Aruch says that even though right after you drink the first cup, so you think that you might pour the second cup, just before you drink the second cup. But the answer is right before you start the Seder, that's when you pour the second cup. So that the children should ask, why are we drinking 2 cups before we even start eating? We want the children to be involved. And if the Shulchan Aruch continues by saying, if let's say the child doesn't ask questions, then the father should teach him to ask. And if there's no child at the table, the wife should ask questions. And if there's no wife, and if you're by yourself, you should also ask the questions and also say the Manishtana and do the Seder. Even if you're a Tamil Chacham, even if you know everything, you still have to say the Seder, ask the questions, and review and say over the story of Yetziat Mitzrayim. When we start Avadim Hayinu, you bring the Kara back to its spot and you read the Haggadah. And when it gets to Matzah Zu, you lift up the Matzah. He says you lift up the matzah, so that we're showing love to the mitzvah. When you say the maror zeh, you lift up the maror, but it doesn't say about Pesach Zu. That the Mishnah Berurah says, and we know that when it says Pesach Zu, we do not lift up the zeroah because it's not the Korban Pesach. It's a zecher to the Korban Pesach. And then when it comes to the end, lefichach, we lift up our cups until God Israel, and we drink the second cup. The Ramah over here brings the minhag. It's not brought down in the Shulchan Aruch, but the Ramah brings down the pouring of the wine for the 10 makot. So the way I grew up, it's just the 10 makot. Some people also do when they say datzach adash ve'achav. Some people also do when they do ashan, dam esh timrot ashan. So there's different minhagim, but the Ramah says that they would use their finger, also dip into the wine, sprinkle with their finger. We pour from the cup, but the finger is because etzba elokimi as a zecher for that. Everyone according to their minhag. And Siman Taf Ayin Dalid, the Shulchan Aruch opens with basically the halacha I mentioned yesterday, that the big difference between Sepharadim and Ashkenazim is how many brachot you make on the 4 cups. So Sepharadim, we only make a bracha Borei Pri HaGefen before cup number 1 and cup number 3. Ashkenazim say Borei Pri HaGefen before each of the 4 cups. And what's the logic between these 2 opinions? So the logic of the Sepharadim is when you're saying the first Borei Pri HaGefen, you know that you're going to be having a second cup of wine later on in the meal, and that covers it. Just like when you're at a seudah, you make 1 Borei Pri HaEtz, that covers any other food item that's an etz on the table. So you know you're going to have that. And then what happens is that you are going to say Birkat Hamazon, that ends the meal. Then you have cup number 3, so that's you're starting to drink after Birkat Hamazon, so you say a bracha, that covers cup number 4. Whereas the Ashkenazim look at it as each of the 4 is a separate mitzvah, so that everybody agrees upon. So they say each one's a separate mitzvah, and also because I can't drink between cups 1 and 2, so in a certain way, once I say the bracha on 1, that's cut off. It's limited to 1. I can't drink until I hit number 2. But now that it's limited, that I can only drink this cup, so in a certain way, that bracha only goes on that cup. So that combined with the fact that each is a separate mitzvah, so you make a bracha on each of the 4 cups. That's the logic of the Ashkenazim. That's the logic of the Sfaradim. Okay, that's that for today. We want to wish Eli and Asiyat Tova. We're going to miss you. Enjoy Florida. And we want to welcome Mr. Cohen. Baruch haba. Sorry we didn't get Birkat Kohanim today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have more than 10. And we'll be able to do it. And that's that. Minchat tonight and all week long is at 6:15. 6:15. Have a good day, everyone. Shavua Tov. Time to